From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
My pleasure. Thank you for watching. Say hello to my co-host and see the audience. I'm doing okay. It's Monday after all. Let's get started. It's time for... Yep, come on. Now look, I'm gonna tell you this only one time. You know that stereotype of the cat lady? Well, that is not me. Now, I just took the pleasure of doing a little photo shoot with my cats, you know. I'll show you, there they are. Yeah. Chit Chat is the black cat, and My Way is the striped one. So they love to, they're laying in my handbag, they're having a good time, they're soaking up the sun, I post a picture. And then this beautiful one of My Way by herself. I love my girls, but I am the furthest thing from the cat woman. It's really funny, because I got a phone call later on in the day from my son, like, Mom, I can't wait to meet the cats when I come home, but you can't keep posting cat pictures. I'm like, why? Like, why? Because people think that you're old and you have no life, and you know, and Morel, my makeup artist, said the same thing this morning. I was like, no, that makes me want to post even more. Like, I mean, I know cat ladies, like the traditional cat ladies, and you all are right for assuming that, but there's no such thing as a dog lady. Like, when people have dogs, people don't look at them as old and decrepit. But when people have cats, especially when you're a lady living by yourself, because you've been tossed out in the streets, But I live far from a pathetic life. Case in point. So stupid. And I was telling you that Chit Chat is really shady and stuff. Nope, she's come all the way out of her shell. She loves me. I was looking up cat things on the computer. Does this make me the cat lady? I'm studying to know what it means, you know what I'm saying? Like, they lick me a lot. And it turns out that means that they're telling you that they love you. And yeah, like they're calm and they love you, so they're already to the licking point, right? And they also do a light bite, never breaking skin. I looked that up and they said that means that they love you, like they're over the moon, so you get a lick and a rub and your cats love you. And I looked up why they don't, like sometimes they'll, like they're so good, they have good senses of humor, they love to watch TV, you know. They love to, people watch out the window, they mind their own business and they have each other. But when your cat blinks slowly, like this, they're telling you they love you too. So it's barely been 2 weeks and boom, home is home. Home is home. They keep me calm and they keep me out of trouble. Because all I was doing was minding my business on Friday night. That was Friday, right, Norman?
It's Friday, yep.
Ring. Wendy. That's what Nene, that's how she pronounces my name. Wendy, I'm in town. I was like, Nene, I'm not going out tonight. I'm not going out today. I don't want to go shopping. I don't want to do anything. Do you ever stay home in Atlanta? You know, I like to travel. So she was in New York and she called like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. I had already gone out with some girlfriends for lunch. I was perfectly back in the house playing with my cats, watching TV and sitting on my swell down machine. So anyway, so then she calls back like 7 o'clock. Wendy, where you at? I said, I'm still in the house. I'm not going anywhere. Like, I've got company coming over tomorrow. I don't want to do anything tonight. I'm not going to the club. I have food here. I don't want to go out for dinner. Come on, you like Tal. And so I said, all right, the only way I'll go, wait, let me call you back. I hung up with her. And I said, let me give Norman something to smile about if he's around, right? And Norman lives in the city. He's very social. He never answers his phone. But I said, if I call Norman and he doesn't answer his phone and then follow up with a text, then it's not meant to be. I'm gonna give him a half hour. So I called him up as usual. He doesn't answer the phone. So I texted him. I said something to the effect of, if you come out with me tonight, you will not regret it.
Right.
Right. And we're going out with one more person, no James or anything, just one more person, a proper car and driver, and we're gonna have a good time. Yes. I said, can you be to my house in a half hour? I couldn't believe you said yes.
I
couldn't believe it.
Well, when the Pope of pop culture calls and says, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Right.
Like,
and I've known Norman all 11 years, plus the 6-week sneak peek that the show has been on. And I have never socialized with Norman outside of, company party, something like that. And that's not one-on-one.
Right.
But this was very intimate.
It was.
So I didn't tell Nene that it was Norman, but I did tell Nene, all right, look, don't bring anybody. I'm gonna bring one person, and you know this person, and you'll love it. I didn't even say man or woman, right? And I told Norman the same thing. So Norman gets to my house. Nene was late as usual, always with the hair and the makeup. And Nene was a little late, so you met Chit Chat and My Way.
Chit Chat, My Way, they were so lovely and sweet. Yeah.
And my peaceful surroundings.
Oh my God. Peaceful. Elegant. Extravagance, darling.
So then she calls up, she says, I'm downstairs. And I'm thinking she's downstairs in the car waiting for us. But no, she's standing in the lobby of my building. So when Norman and I get out of the elevator, I just say, Norman, just don't pass out. Don't scream too loud, because something's about to happen. And sure enough, they hugged like for dear life. It was great.
It was great.
Right?
I was like, Nene!
Yeah. Oh, please, his hands were fluttering all night. As a matter of fact, you wanted to remember everything. All you drank was Diet Coke, which I know about you hanging out socially. You were not a social Diet Coke drinker.
Right, I just wanted Diet Coke. I wanted to remember every detail.
So where I know, like we went to Tal first, right? And we had a great time.
Yep.
Nene was in charge of everything.
Everything.
Yeah, Nene was not drinking Diet Coke.
Right.
Right. Nene was getting full. I had my pineapple juice. We had our food. We had a good time. And then I said, all right, you guys, it's time to go home. But we ended up making a second stop.
Yeah, so another, like a club.
We did end up at the club. Right?
Yep.
But we were only there for like a half hour.
Yep, just a quick drive-by.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Why did we even go to a club?
I don't know, you just get caught up in the night.
But we were all home by the 11 o'clock news.
Right.
Something like that. I mean, it was early. Tell me I'm the cat lady. I got stuff to do. I do recall being the DJ in the car, though.
Oh, I recall that too.
I was very intense about it. I get intense about my music.
It was good music.
Well, I'm just saying, 90s hip hop, you can't beat it.
Right.
Okay. So then I stayed in all day on Saturday just to recover, just because it was a lot. It was a lot. I was exhausted. It was so much fun. But then Nene did call to ask me if I would go to the Woodbury Common outlets with her. Right. And I was like, no, not on a Saturday. First of all, I've never been there, but I always wanted to go. I know they have everything there, but I've never been there for whatever reason in my entire life. And she wanted to go shopping because that's all she does. She shops, she gets hair and makeup, and it is loud.
Right.
But tell me something, Norman. Isn't she a sweetheart in real life?
A sweetheart. She's just like she is, but like so much sweeter and louder and boisterous.
Fun.
Yeah, so much fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun. But so I was like, no, I'm not going to Woodbury Common on a Saturday. So then she flew to DC to do something else, and she just can't stay put. So then I was watching one of the highlights. I saw a Gilligan's Island marathon. And last night, I'm watching Married to Medicine, which rolls into Watch What Happens Live with Andy. And I see the commercials during Married to Medicine that Ja Rule's gonna be on. So I was like, okay, great. You know, I'm a supporter of Jeff, right? Hey, Jeff. So cute, so cute. So I wanted to know whether he was up on his housewife game, really. You know, I'm like, what's Jeff gonna talk about? Anyway, so last night, Ja Rule was on, and Andy sparked the reignition of his feud with 50 Cent. Now, this fight has been going on for so long, I don't even know what they're fighting about, other than that they're both from Queens, and maybe it's a Queens thing, like who's the king of Queens? Anyway, so, and by the way, Andy, thanks for the shout out in the middle of the show. Yeah. So, all Andy did, well, just take a look.
Say 3 nice things about 50 Cent, and I want to move on.
He's a bad father. He
I didn't.
He got like a big square like box.
Oh, I thought.
And one more thing. What else could I say now?
Oh.
He looks like his breath stinks all the time.
Oh.
I mean, what do you say after that? Ja Rule, by the way, will be here on Thursday. So there's good news for Joe Giudice, and or maybe not. So I'm not sure. So the judge, if you haven't heard, granted Joe permission to return to Italy while he waits for his deportation decision. So he asked to go. Remember, we talked about this on Hot Topics a couple of weeks ago. Does every Wendy watcher have that same beautiful second row behind my mother's chair, that colorful thing that you have on? I have it. A woman showed up with it last week. I actually got it from a Wendy watcher who was here. I told her I like it and it's hanging in my office. I've worn it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Anyway, so Joe asked like a week and a half ago the court to please just get me out of this holding tank where I'm sleeping on a foil bed and a, you know, like nothing. It's horrible from what I understand while he's awaiting his decision. It's not quite jail, but it might as well be. Joe asked to please let me out of here. Just send me to Italy so I can work and send money home to my family. And I thought originally that was a great idea until now it's finally happened. And I'm like, what if this is just a trap? They send him over there and then the case is over. He's there. You're now no longer a citizen of, well, a liver of the US, and you're gonna have to figure out how to see your family. As a matter of fact, you'll never be able to leave Italy probably. You probably wouldn't even be able to go to Paris or something like that. Like, would they give him a passport? He'd be stuck in Italy for the rest of his life. Which is not so bad, it's a beautiful place, and it's very large. You know, you can go from the top of the boot to the bottom of the boot with no problem at all, you know? It's not bad. I wonder if he speaks Italian. Do you think that Teresa should take her girls and fly over to visit him? Yes. Only when the time is right. Christmas vacation or spring break. I mean, I wouldn't fly over there right now. This, you know, Teresa's busy. She was at her oldest daughter's soccer game or watching soccer or something over the weekend. Went to football, same thing. Went to football with Gia at Rutgers. And they say that Gia is really like the leader of the family now, you know what I mean? And I bet you she doesn't want to move to Italy. She's making friends, she's filling out nicely. I smell a divorce. I mean, honestly, I do. You don't like to see families break up, but you know, it's hard enough to maintain a relationship in the next state. How about the next country? Over there. I smell a divorce. I think, you know, Teresa is still young enough and is experienced enough in life. She's not gonna have any more babies. Who wants more kids? She's got 4 beautiful daughters. She'll meet a nice guy, date. Meet the next guy, date. Because that's what you do when you're single and your husband is over in Italy. You ask for a divorce and then you date. And, yeah. And maybe she'll get married again, who knows? Anyway, Joe will be released to go to Italy in a few weeks. I wonder if he knows how to speak, though. You know, the thing. He does?
He does not.
He does not know how to speak Italian?
No.
Damn. Well, that's okay. He'll be free to meet a nice Italian girl. You know?
Yeah.
And that's the thing also. He doesn't deserve unhappiness just because he's deported to Italy. I mean, if he stays in the marriage, then he can't date because that'll look bad to the courts to let him back in. She can't date because we're seeing her still married, and even though your husband's way over there, either get a divorce or don't date. You can't be winding and grinding on men in the club, you know? But why should she suffer? Oh, it's terrible. It was a lot of fun though, right?
So much fun.
Random fun. Okay. The University of Kansas is profusely apologizing for Snoop Dogg. Well, here's what happened. So they booked Snoop for a school pep rally for the preseason, okay? And they, by the way, Giants, I'm sorry to hear about what happened. I was there with you. The Giants lost this weekend. I'm following stuff. Anyway, so they claim that they asked him, please, Snoop, give us a PG performance for this pep rally. Please don't go hard, don't go all the way in. But instead, they got this. Oh, stripper poles. Look, he had a money gun, shooting money into the crowd. There was full fat cursing. Now, I don't know who the planning board is at the school, but what did you expect? This is not Snoop's fault, this is your fault. I mean, this is a man who rolls down the street smoking Indo, sipping on not just gin, but the juice, and laid all the way back. He's not even driving thinking about traffic rules. He's got his mind on his money and his money on his mind. Come on. Snoop, this is not your fault. This is their fault. But you got the money and that's that. That'll learn you though. I mean, my goodness, this is the same man who passes girls around.
It ain't no fun if the homies
if my homie can't have none. You know? Come on now, you all, and you know what? Probably only like 10% of the people or 5% complained, but the school is forced to apologize. Well, I don't know who you thought you were going to see, but let me tell you something. If I see Snoop, other than, you know, when he's on TV where you know he can't curse and there's a whole bunch of people, if I go to see Snoop at a concert or any place in person, I want it all. I want it all, And you know I love hip hop. The 2019 Hip Hop Awards are gonna be on BET tomorrow. This is gonna be such a big deal. I'm definitely staying in the house and watching this. They taped it over the weekend. This is gonna be a good award show. There's gonna be unforgettable moments and really great performances, including Megan Thee Stallion. And Chance the Rapper. And all kind of people that you're gonna see like in the audience and on the red carpet, like Rick Ross, Quavo, Lil' Kim. Yeah. She gives a show every time she leaves the house. I gotta tell you something. So make sure that you watch with a really good snack and some really good company, including if you have cats. And the Hip Hop Awards airs tomorrow night at 8, only on BET. Yeah. So Miley Cyrus has a new fling. Okay, now remember, the marriage is over with she and Hemsworth. Then she was spotted making out with the girl on the cushion at the pool. She's sexually fluid, yes. And then TMZ spotted her recently making out with the Australian singer. Do you know Cody Simpson? Well, he's 22 and Miley's 26. And he's big over there. I don't know who that is though. But the point is that a lot of people are like slut shaming her, saying, how are you just bouncing from one person to another? And I'm not condoning it. But I do have to say, why not? She clapped back at critics saying a whole bunch of stuff, including people should get used to seeing her dating. That she was saying, look, you watched me grow up as a Disney kid. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm having fun. Well, you know what? She's only 26 years old. She's got no children. She did live a really confined life as a Disney kid, and now she's out here having fun. And you know what? I don't picture, based on, her parents, her mom and dad already being in entertainment, I don't picture them saying anything to her except have fun. And if she was my daughter, oh, damn it, man. I would still say, well, if my daughter was raised a Disney kid and everything was buttoned up until she was like, 18 years old, have fun. Have fun. But just, don't catch, the HIV, don't catch the syphilis, don't get pregnant by some random guy. When it's your time to settle down, you settle down good. But do you for right now? And the only reason why we see this is because, for many of us, when we were 26 running around, there was no internet, so nobody was watching. There was you know what I mean? And the only thing that she could do, maybe a little bit differently, is she didn't, they were getting one of those Asiago bowls at the restaurant, she and Cody. The only thing that she could do is when she goes out with a brand new guy, like Cody, she doesn't have to stand up and kiss and make out. You know what I mean? Like, there are a couple of things that she could pull back on, Suzanne. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's too much.
And they don't have to hold hands at the table or anything like that.
No.
They can go back to the house and do whatever they want to do. But this is like so blatant. If my daughter, I would just say, all right, do you have fun, but be aware people are always watching. And a lot of people are very jealous because they don't have man number one, and you've moved on to a man, a woman, and another man in 3 weeks, Anyway, it was so sad to hear over the weekend that TV legend Diahann Carroll passed away, right? She passed away on Friday. She was 84 years old. And, she's got a daughter and 2 grandchildren. And I really, I had the pleasure of meeting her here at the show. And we became friends after that, like friendly, like an older woman. And she was the first Black woman to star in her own network TV show, Julia, where she played a nurse. And in the second season of The Wendy Show, I forgot what my first costume was, but I wanted to make a switch during commercials, and I wanted to be Julia. And so I dressed as Julia for Halloween. She was also Claudine. Remember Claudine? Yeah. Just really, and Dominique Devereaux, of course. Oh my gosh. Yeah. On Dynasty. Anyway, my thoughts are with her daughter and her 2 grandchildren. Rest in peace, Diahann Carroll. We've got more great show for you, everybody. Up next, the inside scoop on Jersey Shore's Ronnie crazy arrest. Grab a snack and come on back. Okay, this is very serious. It is time for the inside scoop, and here to dish is the senior correspondent for Variety. Give it up for Elizabeth Wagmeister. Elizabeth? Break it down low and slow. Ronnie from the Jersey Shore was arrested. Listen to this.
Yes, so this is really a crazy story, Wendy. There's lots of allegations going every which way. So Ronnie from the Jersey Shore, he was arrested at 3 a.m. early in the wee hours on Friday in Los Angeles.
Okay.
So he was arrested after a domestic disturbance involving his on-again, off-again girlfriend, Jen Harley. We've seen her on the show.
And they have a baby together.
They have a baby together. Ariana, she's 18 months.
Okay, she's about to go into foster home.
Oh my gosh, it's very sad.
Watch what happened.
So this is how serious it is, okay? Ronnie was booked and charged with kidnapping, Wendy. Now, I'm gonna get to that because the question's probably why kidnapping, it's his daughter. But first, let's remind the Wendy watchers that this is not the first time we have heard the term domestic disturbance
with these people.
Ronnie and Jen. So
Right.
let's go through a little timeline of their fights. Okay, so we all remember New Year's last year, Jen allegedly threw an ashtray at Ronnie's face.
Right, so she's violent as well.
Allegedly,
Oh,
yes.
okay,
but
allegedly.
she has been arrested twice. So
Okay.
yes, she has been violent, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Now, she also claims that Ronnie ransacked her home. A flat screen TV was ruined, a lot of things were a mess.
So they don't live together?
Well, at that time, they did not.
Okay.
Now, where this whole arrest went down on Friday, it's actually an Airbnb that they're renting together in the Hollywood Hills. But one more thing I want to remind you of, Wendy. Do you remember when they got in a fight in a car and Jen allegedly dragged Ronnie?
As the car was rolling.
As the car was
And the
rolling.
baby was in the back seat.
Exactly.
And it was after midnight.
Yes, so the baby's been involved in many of these alleged violent situations with them. Now, I just want to remind you, though, charges were dropped in both of those cases for Jen. But now we get to this. And Wendy, to me, this is the craziest fight that they've had of all. So here's what
Friday night, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, so
Go.
earlier in the day, they were actually at a launch party for Ronnie's new CBD line, which is called Verge. Everything seemed to be fine. They packed on the PDA there. Something took a quick turn because...
CBD line?
A CBD line.
What is that?
A marijuana line.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a story for another day, Wendy. We got to get to this because there's so many details here, okay? So they get home and allegedly Ronnie hit Jen. So she goes outside, she's screaming, saying somebody is, my daughter's in danger. There is somebody with a knife. He allegedly was running around chasing her with a knife. Now,
look.
Fox 11, Los Angeles, okay? They're the local station in LA. They're the ones who first broke this story, and we see footage right here.
Now, I was told that he was not blinking. I didn't want to see this piece of footage until I got out here to see it with everybody else. Now, is he high? What does he do, coke?
Here's the thing, I cannot comment on that. I do not know.
No, I'm asking questions.
All I'm saying, Wendy, is we do know that Ronnie went to rehab and he was working on his sobriety. So we do know that. But when you
But he has a CBD business.
He has a CBD business, which is legal, and so, you know.
Right.
But back to this, so you look at that footage, it's very chilling. He's being carried out on a stretcher, he's handcuffed. Well, what happened is Jen went out running and neighbors heard her. So neighbors actually called the police. The police responded to multiple calls of battery. When they show up, they're knocking on the door, pounding. Ronnie won't come out. He's in there with the kid, so they're worried. He's in there with the kid, the child could be in danger. So they end up knocking down the door, forcing in entry. He was allegedly being so uncooperative, they tased him. Okay, now Wendy,
Now, where's the baby at this point?
the baby's in the house at this point.
In the
Now-
crib or on the-
Now, good news, the baby
floor?
is unharmed, okay? Little Ariana made it out safe, which is
right.
the most important.
Right.
Jen allegedly had some minor injuries. But all I have to say, Wendy, I'm an entertainment expert, not a criminal expert, but it
Okay.
doesn't take a criminal expert to know if you're being tased, there's a fight being put
bad.
up with the police, which is bad.
Now, will I draw his blood and find out what he was on?
I don't know. But what I do know, Wendy, is that he was taken to the hospital to check him out. He was cleared. Then he ended up being booked and charged with kidnapping. Okay, so that's interesting. It's his kid, but he was holding the kid inside, and Jen was outside saying, my kid's in danger. So that's why the kidnapping charge comes about. Now, I have to tell you, he ended up posting bail for $100,000. That's a big amount of money. That means this is a very serious situation.
So he's probably gonna go to jail. They don't need to be together, and the baby's gonna go to protective custody. So then there's another orphan out here.
But let me tell you, Wendy.
Damn it, man.
So the thing is that's very interesting is just 12 hours before that he was arrested, they seemed fine. So TMZ actually caught them. They were out, they were holding hands. Look at them here. They were saying everything's fine, we're back together. He even joked about his friend Mike the Situation, who we all know, he just got out of jail in September for 8 months, which he served for tax evasion. The Jersey Shore cast, they know how to keep themselves in the headlines, that's for sure. But Ronnie, he joked, he said, look how jacked he got in jail. I actually want to go to jail so I can get jacked. Well, it looks like he maybe spoke too soon because we all know what happened.
Okay, now this Robert De Niro case, another crazy case.
Okay, so Wendy, this one is crazy. But by the way, actually one thing I do want to say with Ronnie, because I'm a journalist, I have to give the facts.
Okay.
His lawyer did release a statement to me, which I just want to read. He said, the reporting of the alleged incident relating to Ronnie yesterday is based upon pure speculation and innuendo. We are currently conducting our own investigation. We'll have no further comment until that's been concluded.
Well, I need the doctors at the hospital to draw some blood.
Okay.
And sift through that.
Okay, you tell him, Wendy.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Now back to De Niro. So there's a lot of drama going on with Robert De Niro at his production company.
This is crazy.
This is crazy. Okay, so Graham Chase Robinson, she's a former employee. She started out as De Niro's executive assistant.
Okay.
In 2008, worked there for 11 years, rose the ranks, became a big executive. Well, in August, De Niro and his company...
In his company?
Yes, they sued her for $6 million for breach of duty and fraud.
Now, he doesn't have that, she doesn't have that kind of money, and he doesn't need it. Why?
Let me tell you why. Because these claims, Wendy, are absolutely bonkers. It's like you can't make this up. So they allege that she was charging the corporate card hundreds of thousands of dollars for personal expenses. She used a lot of frequent flyer miles from the company for her personal travel, which amounted to $125,000. And my favorite part, which I shouldn't say favorite, it's not funny, but it kind of is, she was watching Netflix on the job. She took Netflix and chill to a whole new meaning. She watched 55 hours of Friends, which is 21 episodes of Friends.
So what? That's called multitasking. But if your job, though, has a TV sitting right there, like there's some jobs that are lackadaisical.
Well,
I mean, after our show goes off, the staffers light up every TV around here, watching TV and doing their work.
That's because they have to be up to date with all the hot topics.
Well, so does she.
Okay, well, let me tell you, she agrees with you, Wendy, because she's calling BS on this too.
And she's suing him.
Yeah, so now there's a countersuit for $12 million, and she is calling gender discrimination and wage violation. She is saying that the male employees there made more than her, and that when she confronted De Niro about it, that he said, well, a man with a family should make more than a woman without kids. Now, she's also calling inappropriate behavior. She has a few claims. Among them are that he would ask her to scratch his back. He would take meetings in pajamas in a bathrobe. He spoke about his Viagra use. So she has some interesting claims there of
But he might have spoken
behavior.
about the Viagra use because as the assistant, it's your job to call the pharmacy and ring me up.
There you go.
And
See, two sides to every story.
And also, if he was having meetings at his house and he had on a robe and boxers and stuff, I mean, that's clothes. He wasn't exposing himself, was he?
So, no, not according to her claims. So that's why there's two sides to every story,
All right.
Wendy. But she is saying that he spoke to her in a hostile and abusive way. Those were her exact words. To prove that point, her
really
lawyers
bad.
released a voicemail from De Niro
I know.
to her.
Play that.
Let's
This is
listen.
disgusting.
You don't answer my call? How dare you? You're about to be fired. You're history. How dare you? Don't get angry with me because I'm pissed off because I didn't get a simple thing that I need for right now. You gotta be kidding me, you spoiled brat. You.
I mean, some people might say it's not a crime to be a bully or a bad boss, but anyway, De Niro's attorney, they say this is all bogus. They're rejecting all the claims. They actually said the allegations are beyond absurd. That's the exact words that they use. But I have to tell you, Wendy, I know where Robert De Niro was right after these allegations broke. Where was he?
At the bar?
Not at the bar.
Strip
There was
club?
a bar. He was at Variety's New York party because he's on the cover of Variety this week. It's our New York issue. There he is on the cover with Al Pacino for our annual New York issue. He was at the annual New York party. I have to tell you, he seemed very unfazed. He made some comments. He did not speak at all about the lawsuit. The only thing he did was say some words about Trump, which he does all the time. So he didn't seem fazed by this lawsuit.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for filling us in.
Thank you, Wendy.
Elizabeth Wagmeister, everybody. Trendy at Wendy is next. Don't go far. Hi. All right. Every Monday, Trendy at Wendy here with some fabulous products at unbelievable discounts. Please welcome back our old friend, Melissa Garcia.
Oh, thank you so much, Wendy. It's so good to be here.
Melissa,
Yes.
come on, let's go.
So, of course, Rue La La gives us all of these amazing
Okay.
products. Starting with this great coat. This is your
Intern Peyton. Hi, Peyton.
All
You
your
enjoying your
interns are getting
internship?
such great
Yes,
love.
I am. It's great.
So she's wearing our first item. So this is the S13 Kylie faux fur trim puffer.
This is really good.
It's really good.
They've really improved the quality of faux fur. I gotta tell you something. This is good. I have it in this color.
Yeah.
But I want it in the green.
It's so good. And what's
Yeah.
great about it is that it's lightweight, but it's really warm because it's down.
Yep.
So you know it's a great coat.
Yep.
It's water resistant. It has the thumb holes. It has a removable hood, which is great.
All of
it
that.
comes in 4 colors.
And look, and the hood is generous.
So
Come on,
cute, right?
It's generous, right? And
So cute.
And it unfolds like that, so you could really just get your hood on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So retails for $280.
Which is not so bad.
Not terrible, but for our Wendy watchers, 62% off, so just $99.99, under $100.
Freezing.
You're gonna love this.
Okay.
So more faux fur. How soft are these?
These are really
These
plush.
are good. So this is from Adrian Landau, and it's their faux fur 3-piece throw set. I wish you guys could feel this. It is so soft.
It's very
So you're
soft.
getting a blanket, which is 60 by 70 inches, 2 pillows, which are 22 inches and filled with feathers. So again, great quality.
That's why
here.
it's so soft also.
Yes, it's so good. This is great for your home, in your office, your den, your
Right.
bedroom, wherever you want to put it.
Great.
To like give a refresh for fall and winter. I think.
Yeah.
So retails for $312, but we're getting 78% off. So just $69.99 for the set of 3.
2 pillows and the throw.
And 7 different colors you can
colors
choose
are
from.
great.
Gorgeous colors. Okay, Dior sunglasses. We get the best sunglasses from Rulala. Authentic Dior sunnies. I've been wearing these all weekends. These are so fun. So there's 3 different styles to choose from.
Yeah.
Each one has 3 different colors. They're amazing. You can't go wrong with these. Made in Italy, authentic Dior. Yes, those are good.
I really like these because they hide people from looking at you. Like I like a thick band on the side.
those are a thick band. Those
Yeah.
are good. Those should come home with you.
Yeah, real shield.
So these retail for up to $590. They're Dior. 78% off. She's shopping. $129.99.
Wow, really?
Yeah, good, right?
Get these. Treat yourself.
Okay, so this is fun too. This is from Cortex Professional, and
I'm
it's
a
their
little
mini
confused.
digital hot hair brush. So essentially what this is a brush and a flat iron in one. So it helps to smooth your hair. It makes it sleek, but gives it some volume. It's
Right.
great for all hair types, heats up really quickly. It's small and compact, so you can travel with it, which is great.
Okay.
So retails.
I like the colors, too.
Yeah, 4 different colors.
All right.
So retails for $200, but we're getting 85% off, so just $29.99. Okay. $29.99.
This is worth it. And nice and
Watches.
compact. You can keep this anywhere.
I know. So we get-
diamonds.
yes, exactly. So
I
this
smell
is
them.
from this is from GV2, and it's their women's Padova diamond watch. You get such great watches. It has diamonds around the dial here. So gorgeous. 4 different colors that you can choose from. It's a classic, timeless watch. You
Yeah.
can't go wrong. So retails for $2,495. I know.
But they're diamonds.
They're diamonds. They are. But for you guys, 92% off. Just $199.99. Yes.
Diamonds.
Okay, so
All right,
this is
what's
so
all
fun.
going on?
Okay, so I feel like I've seen this on every celebrity on Instagram. This is the Le Parfait LED Beauty Mask. So essentially what this is, it uses LED light therapy. It has 7 different therapies. Each has a different color that you can choose, and it changes color to basically treat a different concern. So if you want to boost your collagen, reduce fine lines and wrinkles.
Oh, wait, now hold on.
Yeah, all different things. Every single one has a different targeted concern. Works incredibly well. So the best part though, and it has a fun remote that you can use. Super high end. Retails for close to $2,000, which is a lot, but 91% off, so $174.99.
Great. I love all this stuff. Thank you to our friends at Rulala for these amazing deals. If you want to get in on them, go to wendyshow.com before they sell out. Melissa Garcia, give it up for her. Ask Wendy is next. Welcome back. It's time for Ask Wendy. Everybody have a seat except for you. Come on over.
Hi, Wendy.
How you doing? Come on. What's your name? Where you
my-
from? Face your people.
My name is Rita. I'm from Montreal, Canada.
Okay.
And I just came in the States for pharmacy school. So
Okay.
It's been 6 weeks, and I wasn't expecting it at all. But I met this guy, and it's been 2 weeks we were like officially dating, and he already proposed. And I know. And he's a little bit older than me, but like.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay. And how old is he?
He's 33.
33.
Yeah.
Has he ever been married? Does he have children?
No. No, but like he saw me, and like I never felt this way before.
Where'd you meet him?
But
Like, at a
online,
club? Oh,
online,
okay, online.
and we've been dating.
Do your
and
parents
everything.
know?
Yeah.
Okay, what do they say?
They say like they find him pretty nice, and they want like something serious with him too. And
Are you trying to get your citizenship?
No.
That is a fair question, thank you very much. She said she's from Canada. A nice place, but here is better.
Yeah, but no, so like, is it too soon to get engaged?
Yes! First of all, you're too young to get engaged. You're only 23 years old. You should not be that deep in love. You're studying for your pharmacy thing. You know, you got your head on straight. You're a beautiful girl. Now you are in the greatest city in the world. There are men everywhere. Leave this man alone. You know what I mean? I mean, now, only because he's so serious about it, I don't even want you to date him. Okay. You know, I don't even want you to date. Is he a citizen?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
All the way alone.
Okay.
Okay? Race the Clock is next. I am serious. So, Selena is from Austin, Texas, and she took an Uber just to be here today.
I did.
How much was that?
It's about good $60, but it was worth it.
Oh, you came from Jersey?
I came from New Jersey, staying in New Jersey. Took the flight from Texas.
Okay.
But I woke up late, but I had to be here.
Are you
to
having
see
a good time?
I'm having an awesome time.
You got 30 seconds to race the clock, okay? We talked about Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin's star-studded wedding last week. Name 4 of Justin Bieber's top 10 singles and go.
Okay, sorry. You know, yes, okay, we know Baby. Love Yourself.
Okay.
Let's see, what else? Okay, What Do You Mean?
There you go, dinner for 2. At American Whiskey. We'll be right back. Nice job, Selena.
Thank you.
I've been telling her.
He's cute, right? Just wanted to show you a little something, something. Don't miss the after show today.
Look at Wendy.
I do the after show in my dressing room, and you get a chance to meet some of the characters around here that make up the Wendy staff. I think today my friend Mills is coming by, so I'll bring him on the camera too. Anyway, go to wendyshow.com and watch it later. We'll be right back. Today and my co-host, my studio audience on tomorrow's show, we've got more juicy hot topics, of course. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.
Nice.